The Joe Rogan Experience.
Was this the pad that Zahi was using right here? This one?
Maybe. That might have been the worst podcast I've ever done, but maybe a good one too. Just to see, okay, this is the guy. This is this closed-minded fellow that's been in charge of gatekeeping all of the knowledge about
and
Egypt.
Still standing on the same ideas, even after this LiDAR comes out.
The tomography, whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
That stuff's fascinating because I've been, even after that podcast, I've been watching more videos for those Italian scientists describing it. They've used it to, and this is one of the things that I brought up, one of the temples that they scanned with this was very accurate. And he's like, but this was only 50 feet down. Like, yeah, okay, right, but it works. Like, at 50 feet down, you get an accurate representation of what's inside there, and he was the one, Zahi, supposedly, discovered it. But he's discovered everything, basically.
Yeah.
So how do you...
Genius.
He's the best. So,
but the good thing is that Graham can go back to Egypt now.
Yes. Yeah.
So they patched up something.
Yeah, well, that was one of the reasons why Zahi came on.
Oh, really?
Because Graham talked to Zahi and said, like, Zahi wants to do this. We're friends now. I was like, bring him in. Let's go. Bring him in. I'll talk to him. I thought it would probably...
Did he invite you to Egypt?
Yeah.
And what'd you say? Yeah.
If I'm going with Graham.
Yeah. I
or Jimmy
told Graham.
Corsetti.
I told Graham I wanted him to take me a few years ago. He said I can't go. They'll kill me. So next thing you know, I see Graham's taking people to Egypt. I said, "What the fuck?"
Well, that's nice. It's nice that they patched it up.
I went back. I went there last July.
Did you?
June.
How was it?
It was incredible. Yeah, it was incredible.
Did you walk away thinking immediately, "There's a lot we don't know"?
100%. Yeah. And what they tell you is complete bullshit.
Yeah. I have a friend who went there, and the archaeologist that showed him it said, this is complete bullshit. Like, the narrative is complete bullshit. Yeah. He said, the scale of it, he said the scale of it and the technology involved in construction is beyond our current understanding of how to do this.
And it's not just the pyramids and the Sphinx. No. The other temples are magnificent.
Not only that, there's probably a bunch of shit under the ground.
I know. That's what I wanted to go see. But the cool thing was the first temple I went in was what I'd seen on Ancient Aliens, where at the very top of the temple you have one of the most famous hieroglyphs, which has a spaceship, a helicopter, and a submarine up there. As clear as you can possibly imagine. And
show that.
What the fuck is that? What is that? Explain that, please. Because that looks like a spaceship, that looks like a submarine, and that 100% looks like a helicopter.
So weird. Egypt is the weirdest place on earth. It really is. But
that's why it needs to be.
Yeah.
What the hell's underneath it?
Well, I think that one.
That one right there?
Yeah. I mean,
what are we talking about?
Come on. That's so crazy.
That's a spaceship or a fighter jet.
Some kind of a...
That's a submarine.
It looks like a yacht. It looks like one of them oligarch yachts that they keep getting impounded.
That's a helicopter.
It looks like a helicopter to me. It looks just like a helicopter.
Yeah, that was the first
if it's not a helicopter, what a goddamn coincidence.
Yeah.
And, there's a bunch of weird stuff there. A bunch of weird images. And how about that one plane that they found that was inside? They found like a wooden plane that was inside one of the chambers.
That's totally normal.
Yeah.
They just buried there with the,
That was the other thing that Zahi was unwilling to entertain was this King's List. This Zepteki King's List that goes back 30,000 plus years.
Yep.
They all want to pretend that that's a myth, that all the other hieroglyphs are legitimately documenting the history of the region. But when it gets past the narrative, these 30,000-year-old kings, that place has probably been there for a long fucking time.
Yeah, probably hundreds of thousands of years.
Which is so crazy.
And it's probably built on other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the other thing about the base of the pyramids. It's like you have to realize like there's a base there. Before they put the pyramids up, they put this insane base. And if what they're saying is accurate with these readings, that there's a structure that goes under the ground 2 kilometers, like...
Yeah, what is that?
If they can find that, then you have to throw everything out the window.
But aren't you with me? Like, why are we not interested in that?
Well, we are.
But why is modern archaeology not going, yeah, let's fucking figure this shit out?
Because modern archaeology forever has been saying that we have the answers, that we have the timeline. We know when Khufu built this. We know when Khafre built this. We know who did this. And they're not correct. It's not accurate. It's too weird. There's no way you have all the information. Also, where'd everybody go? Like, there's people living there, but it's clearly not the same civilization. So what happened to this insane civilization? If there wasn't a collapse of society at an immense level, if there wasn't some sort of a civilization destroying event, then where did what happened?
How about this idea? We got a new pope.
Mm-hmm.
He's from the States.
From Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's open up the Library of the Vatican.
Oh, good luck. Good luck doing that.